Welcome to the Mythology Show.
Hi, hello, welcome to my video where I talk about cool people and stuff. Today we're going to be exploring the story of this guy. Yo, you got the wrong guy. What do you mean I have the wrong guy? Yeah, no, that's the movie guy. Oh, you mean the guy from mythology. Right. Actually, we're going to be talking about this guy. Today we're going to be talking about Loki, a famous trickster from Norse mythology. Today's story, known to many, is the story of the creation of Thor's hammer. Now, to give backstory on Loki, Loki was a trickster who was born son of a giant. Loki was included in the Aesir tribe of gods. He's represented as a companion of the god Odin and Thor. Although Loki is among gods like Odin, he's more of a mischievous type. I just want to put a disclaimer before the next part comes. I used the wrong mic to record half of Loki's story, so that's why the audio quality doesn't sound as good. Now to quickly summarize the story of Loki. One day, Loki woke up in a mischievous mood and decided to cut Sif's golden hair, which is the wife of Thor. Now obviously, Thor was very enraged by this and threatened to break every bone inside of Loki's body. Loki pleaded with Thor and told him that he'd go to the home of the dwarves, master craftspeople, and would fashion a new head of hair for Sif, one that's more beautiful than the original. Thor then allowed this and Loki was on his way. Loki made his way to... Here he met the three sons of Ivaldi, master craftsmen dwarves. Now Loki, overcome with the desire to create mischiefs, tells the brothers Ivaldi that somebody else has told Loki that the brothers Brock and Eitri were better craftsmen than them. Obviously, the sons of Ivaldi said no, and through a little bit of talking, Loki managed to convince them to create 3 treasures, one of them being golden hair. Loki then proceeded to go to the brothers Brock and Eitri and tell the same lies, but in reverse, that he told the other dwarves. Now obviously, Brock wasn't a fool and thought there was something wrong with this. Eventually, Loki ended up wagering his head. Of all things, Loki wagered his head. Now in Loki's mind, what he was thinking is that all he had to do was to make sure that the Ivaldi brothers won in the contest, and the gods would still have 6 treasures, and Loki would keep his head. Eitri leapt outside of the ford and left Brock to pump the bellows to keep it hot, so Eitri could forge. Loki's plan was to turn into a big black fly and disrupt the rhythm of Brock. Nevertheless, after biting him on the neck and biting him on the hand, Brock did not break his rhythm, and Eitri was able to forge 2 treasures. Although when it came to the time to make the 3rd treasure, Loki decided to bite Brock on the eyebrows, dripping blood on Brock's eyes. And for a second, Brock went to wipe the blood out of his eyes and disrupted his rhythm. Eitri came in mad, as while forging the 3rd treasure, a hammer, the disruption of the pumping of the bellows caused the handle to be too short. Once all treasures were done, Loki proceeds to grab the Ivaldi treasures and bring them back to Asgard, while Brock brought his treasures. Loki starts off the display by displaying the treasures of the brothers Ivaldi. The first treasure is Sif's new golden hair. The second treasure is a spear, Gundyr, that never misses its target, which is for Odin. And the third treasure is a handkerchief for Freyr. The special thing about the handkerchief is that it can turn into a ship, a pocket ship. And this specific ship will be able to carry all of Aesir and will always have wind to sail. While Loki is pleased, Brock unveils his treasures. The first treasure being for Freyr, a golden boar that can carry him, run on water, and be super fast. Next, Brock unveils a golden ring destined for Odin called Draupnir. Draupnir's ability is to multiply itself. Every